And as the chorus go, we also say good morning to you, everyone. Welcome to today. Today is Thursday the 23rd of October, 2025. I'm Pearson Bowen. So good to have you company. Yes, we missed you too. For the last couple of days, owing to some situations we had to resolve, we've got them all resolved now, and so we're back together again. And boy, did we miss you. Hope you missed us as well. Remember, share the show. Thank you so much for joining us on our streams on Facebook, YouTube, and our website, cbc.bb. Share the show. Shout someone out. Let them know we are back, baby. And so watch it live with us right here, Monday to Friday from 6 in the morning. Also, if you know of something or someone whose story we have to tell, you have to tell us about it. And you can do so by sending us an email. Our email address is on your screen. It is morninbarbados@cbc.bb. morninbarbados@cbc.bb. And to all of you, we say thank you. Share the show. Share the show. So it being Thursday, that means today is Q Day. I know you're preparing yourselves to head out later today to one of our events around the island today on a Thursday. I hope you'll get there safely. You have a good time. Remember, buses leave gate number 1 at the Granville Williams Terminal from 11 o'clock this morning. But coming up today, we have a lot to share with you because this weekend is the Barbados Bash. It's not a pageant. This is not a kid's sport. This is a bash, baby. And we want to talk to you a little bit more about what to expect when you show up to the Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Center, or if you can't, how you can watch it online. But it's going to be a coming together of nations for the Barbados Bash, so stand by for details about that in just a moment. Girls in hockey, that's the focus of the Barbados Hockey Federation. We want to know why that focus and how they intend to go about recruiting more girls into the sport. Also, we'll hear this morning about the Advantage, after-school Advantage program. What is the advantage and the benefits to be derived by your young people, our young people of our community, indeed. So the people behind that initiative will join us as they give us more details and about the benefits and the practicality, how it will really work. Also today, members of the Barbados Union of Teachers will join us. They want to talk to us a little bit about their week of activities coming up to mark Teachers Week 2025. We can't wait to hear from them how they intend to do so. We're just days away from the start of the Barbados Food and Rum Festival. Who doesn't love that event? We all do, but we want more details. And so this morning, a chef, a pastry chef, as a matter of fact, will join us. She'll share with us some of the delights that she's baking up to be a part of the Barbados Food and Rum Festival. And we'll also tell you how you can get your tickets and how you can show up at all of the events for Barbados Food and Rum 2025. Now, she loves the camera. She loves it so much that she is award-winning. And now she's taking up the pursuit professionally. And so we want to meet a young lady, a far young Barbadian, who will talk to us about her journey thus far through her lens and her love of taking of pictures. And we'll also meet today some young people from the Dighton Griffith School who have a message in their mural. We can't wait to hear from them about the beauty they've created at the Wyndham Grand Sam Lord's Castle. But let's get started this morning by heading to the Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Center. Not literally, not yet. Hold on, it's coming up this weekend. We'll talk to you now about the Barbados Bash. We're joined by the man who is behind the planning of this event, Mr. Jeff Gatlin of J Gat Promotions. With him, he's brought along Keithlin King, who is a boxer and one of Barbados' best, Cobia Breedy. Good morning to you, gentlemen.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
You are very welcome indeed. Welcome to Mornin Barbados. We met at Carifesta.
Yes.
Yes, we started talking about this at Carifesta, and now the day is fast approaching. It's this Saturday, isn't it?
Correct. Saturday, doors open at 6 and the first fight's at 7 o'clock.
The first fight is at 7.
And you guys need to come out. Please do.
We're talking boxing here, everybody. We're talking boxing at the Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Center. The Barbados Bash brings together at least 3 nations.
Yes.
Who?
Mainly Barbados and Guyana and a few from Trinidad, fighters from Trinidad.
Why do you think it's important to have the bash?
I think, and coming from the States, we have a problem with young folks and guns and crime. And I think that is a growing concern here. In most sports, you're part of a team, you're part of something. With boxing, it takes an individual mindset, an individual regiment. You have to want to do it. And when I've been here for my 4th time, I've been to the gyms on Friday evenings and I've seen kids in there. I've taken the time, sir, to show respect and to thank them for making that type of a commitment on the Friday night instead of doing the wrong things. So, and I want to appeal to the young children, and also want to bring boxing back to the adults, because these guys are homegrown. I want to make it exciting, but I really wanted to reach out to the young kids and the teenagers to give them some alternatives.
And so the bash brings together Guyana, Barbados, and Trinidad.
Some Trinidad, yes.
Who are the people coming to compete? Can you say?
Well, we have the main event for Kobe Breedy is Dexter Marquez, who's a great fighter, and for Keith and King we have Edmund DeClue, and they're fighting for world title fights. And then we're bringing a Sean Terry Cox out of retirement, former two-time Olympian from Barbados,
Yes.
and Jabali Breedy, Kobe's younger brother's making a pro debut. And I'm also having an opportunity to give 4 or 5 other fighters here in Barbados an opportunity to. Some are pro debuts, some are trying to get the second or third fight. But having said that, I've had great success with bringing a lot of the guys from Guyana, so it's pretty much become almost like a war. Guyana versus Barbados for the most part. And like King said, when we were here on July 29th, with all the water between us and Guyana, somebody's got to drown, man.
And it's not us. And it's not us, right, Keithlin?
Yes.
And it's not us.
Somebody's got to drown.
So, Keithlin, you must have a plan.
Yes, I have a plan. My plan is to come out there and give the people a great show, So far, all my fights been knocked out. When I go in the ring, my plan is to knock you out. If I don't knock you out, I don't feel like I win the fight. That's just me. If I win by 1 point, I want to knock you out. I like to see people drop. And Saturday night, I hope to give Barbados, everybody in the crowd a nice event. So earlier this year when we approached DeClue, he said, "You ain't ready, bro. You ain't ready." So he's like, "I'm gonna take you to the deep waters." So then I was like, "Okay, somebody can drown,
Yes.
I can't swim, but I guarantee you, I'm gonna get a piece of banana leaf or something in this ocean. Be coming back home with our straps out the night. Staying here."
You gotta love how boxers start.
Staying here.
Boxers start big and bad. I just love it. And so, what's your strategy? I mean, just share what you can share.
Well, I don't want to share too much. He might hear this, and I don't want him to know what's up. So this is my plan. Go out there and just feel him out. And if he show any sign of weakness early on, he can be out of there. He can drown early.
Okay. So predictions. How many rounds do you think you can go before you knock him out? Let's hear
Roughly,
this.
nobody didn't make it past. Everybody I knocked out, they didn't make it past 4 rounds. So we can see Saturday night.
I just love it. I just love it.
Saturday.
We will see. The fight is on Saturday night.
Yes, sir.
And it's a world title you're heading
Yes,
for, right?
we're fighting for the WBC FICA Box silver. Put us in a position that if we win, we could fight for the gold, where we could be, if we fight for the gold, we could be like top 15 in the world. Right. So these belts are very important. They cost a lot of money. You don't just fight for these belts. So, even when people see the prices, they're like, "Oh, it's so much money." But there's a lot going to boxing besides just going in there and fight, like price-wise and stuff, So, yeah. And after this, I'm hoping to fight Muhammad Ali's grandson one day soon, too, So... But we're taking one step at a time.
One step at a time.
One step at a time.
Starting with Saturday night.
Starting with Saturday night, we gotta get past that speed bump. And
Within
then,
4 rounds, to have a guy flat on his back, knocked out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I just love going to sleep.
Going to
indeed.
sleep.
Claudia, what about you? Because you're also fighting a world title. Are you ready?
Man, I was born ready, man. You see my last name, right?
Of course.
It's Soldier. So everybody know that. I was in BDS sports program,
Yes.
and they know how I get down. So when I get in the ring, it's all actions, we can stick to the game plan. We can do what we gotta do, but we want to get the Barbadians to show what I've been working on all these years in America, coming here to bring it home and show them how dominant and how a real soldier I am. And I hope all the Bajan people come out to witness action, witness great stuff, or if you don't come, or you can't get there, somebody might just hit you with a big rock, just saying.
Talk big, indeed. And so, in terms of strategy, Keithlin has a strategy to get his component knocked out within 4 rounds. What about you?
I want to get the public.
You want to take it down to the very last?
I want to get the people in the public a money worth, or the earners worth of their money, right? So when I get in the ring, right, I'm a soldier. I like to go to war. I like to feel the grit, the blood, and all that. I like to break your will. I like to watch your quit. I like to see fear. I like to break people. So I want to give people what I've been working with. I haven't eaten. Been away from my kids. Been grinding hard. I'm focused. I'm locked in, ready to do damage. Hurt, and hurt.
hurt, Jess, hurt. The hurt business, that's what we're in here. And so this is really not just billed as a boxing bash. This is some world titles we're vying for. We're bringing some of the best from across the region as well. Let's talk pricing and how we can get our tickets so we can get into Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Center.
Fantastic, right? And I thought about that. These guys are both forward-moving fighters. They don't know how to create a war. They're just not built like that. But at the same time, I wanted the people, I didn't want price to be an issue. So I've reduced the prices from ringside down from 300 to 200 Barbadian, VIP down from $200 to $100 Barbadian, and general admission down to $60 Barbadian. Because I want the people to come and witness. This is one of the few sports where you can come and pay a few dollars and see 4 hours of nonstop action. I don't believe in intermission. I want to give the fights to the fans.
Yes.
I go in the locker room and make sure the next fight is you guys are ready. So it's going to be pretty exciting. And that it's with Ticket Nation. Is that who it is?
Yes, Ticket
Nation. And we have several outlets, and we also have tickets. We're out in the city. We're moving tickets around. It's easy to purchase.
It's easy to purchase. The information is on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. Look at your screen right now. Screenshot it if you have to, and see where you need to go to get access to your tickets for the Barbados Bash this Saturday, Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Center. Doors open at 6. The matches start at 7, and they're going for 4 hours. This is a knockouts, going to full rounds, all of those kinds of things, because there are 2 world titles they're competing for, as well as the other fights as well. So this is really an event you really shouldn't miss. But you're doing pay-per-view as well.
Yes, we're doing pay-per-view because we wanted to bring it back to the States, into Guyana, for folks who can't make it over.
Right.
So there's pay-per-view options as well.
Right. So the pay-per-view is not for Barbadians. The pay-per-view is for those outside of Barbados.
I believe it will be.
Okay.
Yes, I think it will be. I think in the next, probably maybe as soon as today, tomorrow at the latest.
So Ticket Nations, again, we go that route.
Yes.
Everything is at Ticket Nation, all of the Ticket Nation box offices.
And there'll be tickets on sale at the event as well.
Okay, good.
Because the boxing crowd is a late buying crowd. Saturday night, they weigh the options, but this is must see. You know, you don't get a second chance at today, and you want to see these guys on Saturday, not Sunday, not Monday. You want to see them on Saturday.
On Saturday, indeed. So the girlfriends and the boyfriends, everybody coming out for sure on Saturday to the Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Center. And so, Keithland, for you, this means another stepping stone to fighting Muhammad Ali's grandson. Kobe, what does it mean to you?
Me?
Yeah.
You know,
if you should win this title.
Well, when I win the title.
When you win this title.
When I win this title, I want for any top contenders at 130 pounds. They have a lot of dudes at 130. I would like to fight, what's his name again? Nagarate. I would love to fight Nagarate. I'd love to fight this guy named Liam Woods. There's a lot of guys on my list. But, you know, the main focus is Saturday. Somebody going to drown. And, you know, I could swim, so you know how it is. So, for sure, you know, Saturday, you know, they better come with everything, but I'm ready.
You know, they say you have to crawl before you walk.
Of course.
There's going to be some fights we have to crawl out. They're not going to walk out.
They're not going to walk out. They're going to crawl out.
They're gonna crawl, yes,
Talking big, so we have to be at the Barbados Bash to see all of this happen. How true to form, how true to words are they really? So don't miss this opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Barbados Bash. 2 world title fights are on show. There are other fights as well. It's a meeting of the minds and the brains and the brawn from Barbados, Guyana, and Trinidad and Tobago. And so we have to be there. Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Center, doors open at 6. The fighting starts at 7 o'clock. 2 world titles up for grabs. All of that, and you show up indeed. Go to Ticket Nations, all of their outlets, and get your tickets. If you cannot be there, watch it online, pay-per-view, and go through Ticket Nation again to see how you can actually do so. So, gentlemen, all the best. Good luck. World titles. I hope that you come back, no bruises, so we can meet you guys again as world title holders. All right?
Yes, sir.
That's fair?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Jess, you're very welcome.
Hopefully, you guys, please come out and attend. Yeah, we won't disappoint.
You won't.
And
We
like
won't
King
be.
says, don't meet us there, beat us there. Beat us there.
I love it. I love it, Peter, don't you? Talking big, man. I just love it indeed. Thank you, Jess Gatlin. Thank you, Keith Lynn, as well,
sir.
and Kobia. All the best to you guys as well.
you.
So it's going to be quite an interesting night on Saturday. Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Center, beginning at 7 o'clock, the Barbados Bash. Don't miss it. We're back in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about Solar Ray Microbiome Probiotics and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV 8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's Discount, sponsored by Get Healthy Incorporated.
98.1 The One, your number one party station. With an audience from 18 to 40, we keep you engaged, energized, and entertained. Choose 98.1 FM, The One.
Hey there, it's Mahalia. I want to share something that might be really helpful. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, or lonely and have no one to talk to, call Lifeline Barbados. We all face struggles at times in our lives. You're not alone. There's no need to feel ashamed or embarrassed. It's okay to reach out for support. Lifeline Barbados is completely confidential. No one else will know you called. They're there to offer a caring ear and guidance without judgment. And fellas, I want you to know asking for help is a true sign of strength. It takes real courage to reach out. You can also call Lifeline Barbados if you're worried about loved ones who are struggling and you need advice on how to support them. There's a saying, a problem shared is a problem halved, but not everyone has someone they can confide in. That's why Lifeline Barbados exists, to be there for you or someone you care about during tough times. Save this number. Lifeline Barbados is just a call away. Remember, you can reach out whenever you need to talk.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Week after week, Scald presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
19 minutes now after 6 o'clock as we turn our attention now to another kind of sport. This time we're talking about hockey, and we're talking about girls and women in hockey as we're joined by 3 women who are in the game and the sport of hockey. But why? And how are they intending to recruit even more of the female sex into the sport of hockey? We're joined by Dr. Christina Hines, who is one of the members of the committee that's looking at this, recruiting more and more women and girls into hockey, along with a couple hockey players in Tia Hart and Katrina Downs. Good morning to you, ladies.
Good morning.
Dr. Christina, I'll start with you, because as a serving member of the committee that looks at all of this, why do you think it's important to have focus this coming weekend on girls and women in hockey?
Well, it's important for us to focus every weekend and every day on women and girls in hockey and in sport. Right now, we have an issue where we really need to see more women and girls playing the sport if we want to continue to have hockey as a viable sport. Our national women's team has been very successful. At the last CAC Games, we won a bronze, and we need to continue the momentum for the sport, and that's the reason why we have this committee. And it's about development of the whole person as well. Everybody's not going to make a national team, but you can learn a lot from playing a team sport. You can move your body. It's good for your health. You make great friends, and different ages as well. So hockey is really a wonderful way to do this, and it's a relatively low-cost sport as well.
Is there a concern for the number of women entering the sport?
Most definitely. Right now, we have just a few teams that play in our league. We have 4 teams, and there was a point at which we used to have 2 divisions and a number of teams, so we really need to breathe a lot more life into the women's end of the sport in general, but in particular the women's end, and we want to start from as young as possible. You can play from a small child all the way up to, we have masters who play. If you're 50 and 60, you can still keep playing hockey. So we really want to encourage people of all ages, girls in particular, to join the sport and come and see what we do on Saturday.
And you're quite right. I mean, Saturday is a big event for sure, but I know for sure because my godchildren are in hockey, and I go to watch them when they play their hockey games, and I see the number of young girls as well who are coming through the system now, which is quite good, I think, which is lifelong for the actual sport indeed. And so, Tia, what is it about hockey that got you so interested?
I started in secondary school where my teacher, Miss Ponda, encouraged me to play alongside my classmates, and it helped develop my character, kept me calm, changed my attitude. It opened me up to a lot of experiences, as Christina said, a lot of friends, different ages and stuff. I'm currently the captain of the under 21 national team. I'm currently training for the senior team, and it's a very good experience, I must say. Yes, please.
It's a very tactical game as well.
It is, but it's fun.
But it's fun indeed. You're not afraid of hockey stick or a ball?
No, please.
All right, fair enough. Katrina, what about you?
Well, I am the former vice captain of the senior women's team that would have medaled at CSC in 2023. I've been playing hockey since I was 11. So for me, it's been an integral part of my life. It's fun. As Christina said, met lifelong friends, and I feel I've built a lot of skills here that I've taken into my personal relationships as well as my career. So it's something that I would really encourage for girls. You know, you learn resilience, you learn how to, face many challenges. It's good for your body. I've been playing a long time. I hope to play for much longer. Yes. So I would say it really has served me well, and I would encourage anybody, boys, girls, to get involved in sport. And hockey, as you said, is very tactical. You have to use your body and your brain, so I would encourage it.
When I watch those children out there play, I am tempted myself to want to take up a hockey stick and just play along with them.
You should.
All right. But what I also love is watching the adults who work with them, who appear to have been in the sport forever. Yeah. And I'm not saying by their age or anything, but you can see by their skill set that they've been playing the sport for quite a significant amount of time. And so they're teaching the children as it goes as well. But we want to see more girls get involved. And so Saturday's event at the Hockey Centre, which is, I hope that everybody watching knows where it is. It's very, very easy to find, right there in the sports complex, the Garfield Sober Sports Complex, next to the football field, if you want to say it like that. Yeah. You're going to be having a number of activities, Dr. Christina. So talk to me about what's happening on Saturday.
Well, first of all, it's free. So if you have nothing to do, even if you have something to do, you can pass through for a little bit. It's free, and we have some challenges where we'll get people to hold the hockey stick and just try a few relatively simple things. We have prizes available. We'll have a face painter available for 2 hours. So if you come between 2 and 4, you can get your face painted. Even you, Pearson, if you want to get yours, you can come between 2 and 4. And we will have giveaways. We also, at 4 p.m., we'll have someone who will come and talk about scholarship opportunities, because that is also an avenue for this sport. And the interesting thing about hockey is that at the university level in the United States and Canada, it really is a women's sport. So the scholarship opportunities are for girls. And we really encourage anybody who is a girl playing sports to come and hear about scholarship opportunities, because these are not just available for hockey. We'll have snacks and drinks and music and a fun time. Jumping tents, we'll have 2 jumping tents, so it'll be lots of fun. Even if you've never played hockey, never heard of it, you can come and just enjoy yourself.
You're quite right. And so this event, this seminar, I call it a seminar, really Pathways to Success, is at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, also at the Hockey Centre. But where exactly, because I know the pavilion area, I also know the other side where we just spectate, so to speak. Where exactly in the Hockey Centre is the seminar going to be hosted?
The seminar is going to be outside, so anybody who comes can access it. So when you come in, you'll see the jumping tents on your left, we'll have vendors on the right side. And what we will do is we will have it open air, so that anybody who is there at that time can hear the presentation. It'll be under one of the tents or a covered part of the facility, but it's open air. We'll have it mic'd, so once you're there, you don't have to worry about looking for a room or anything. You just come and you'll be able to hear.
Good.
And I was going to say, and we'll have some former athletes from within hockey who also would have gone away on scholarship, where they can also give their own experience, not just from a kind of theoretical perspective, but from a practical perspective, where they can share with anybody who's there. So I think that would be a good experience as well.
To get the benefits, to get a sense of what the benefits are.
What it was like, the
actual. The benefits, and you got me good. and that's the whole point. So we want you to bring your girl child. And this is not a girly thing. This day is for everyone, all genders.
But it is. You can come. We're not going to turn you back if you're not a girl. So fathers could bring their daughters, godchildren. If you have a boy and a girl, bring both. But the real emphasis, our target audience, and the prizes are kind of targeted towards girls as well. So the boys could come, but they might not necessarily like the prize that they get, right? So, because that's the audience we are targeting. But we really want people to know about hockey.
Yes.
We want people to come and see the facility, see what we do. And there will also be an exhibition game, a short one. And I think Tia will play in the game.
Tia, you play?
Yes, please.
What role do you play?
I play defense.
Defense?
Yes, please.
Because Dr. Christina was a goalkeeper.
Yes.
She is a goalkeeper.
Is?
Yes.
I told you can play up to any age. I continue to play masters as well. So we have masters hockey.
Okay. With those big pads?
Yes.
Sorry, okay.
She's probably in a better position than most of us.
Why do you say that?
Because she's protected.
Exactly, I agree with you. But but just watching the sport and how tactical it is and how you have to really strategize, shout names. I just love it. It's a very physical sport as well, so you're really required to be quite fit. But it engages the mind, and that's the whole point. It's a total sport that affects the total body, the total self, and so we want to get more girls into this sport as well. It's not just a man's sport.
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not. And I would also say that there are other elements of the sport. So we have people who work the technical desk. That's important to keep the sport going. We have umpires. We need umpires. We need people who are interested in coaching and organizing. So it's not just about what happens on the field. Sometimes there are people who have played hockey and they are still around in those technical capacities, which are all really important.
Indeed so. So Tia, looking forward to this exhibition game on Saturday.
Yes, please.
What time is your game? Ish?
5.
About 5. Oh, just after the end of the Pathway to Success seminar. Okay, good. So we're there. So remember, this all starts at 1 o'clock in the afternoon at the Hockey Centre in Wildy, right there next to the football field. You all know that area. You know the area. You park at your convenience and then you come right in. It's going to be huge. Lots of activities for the children and us older people as well to be engaged in. Jumping tents, lucky dips, a whole host. Look at your screen. You'll see what's happening there. Come out for a day of fun and hockey challenges and skill building activities for girls of all ages. Food, drinks, jumping tents, music, prizes, all of this happening from 1 on Saturday. Then at 4 in the afternoon is the Pathway to Success seminar hosted by Michelle Marshall, a scholarship consultant. You'll also get to hear from some other ladies who benefited from the scholarship opportunities provided through hockey. And you'll get to know more about how young girls and women can benefit from that scholarship as well. It's open to everyone of all ages and stages and genders. So we want all of you to really show up on Saturday at the Hockey Centre in the Garfield Sober Sports Complex. Do not miss this. Honestly, it is. But bring the girls of all ages. Bring them as little as they are. Because sometimes just watching, you get it. And then you want to be a part of it. Like me, I just watch, but I want to be a part. I want to get onto the field as well. And so that's the whole point. Because when you know, then you have a greater understanding and a greater appreciation for. But sitting on the sidelines and just watching is not enough. We want you to get actively involved. So bring the girls, bring the women, bring everybody. Let's have a really good time on Saturday. Dr. Hines, thank you.
Thank you as well. Thanks
You're
for
very
having us.
welcome.
We hope to see all of you
Yeah.
on Saturday.
Yes.
The camera
Yes.
crew and everything.
Peter?
Yeah.
Peter said yes. And all our production crew, they all say yes. So he says it's a no-brainer. And so to you, Tia and Katrina as well, thank you so much indeed. I'm looking forward to all of this on Saturday.
Thank you for your time. We appreciate it.
You're very welcome. We're back in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Week after week, Scold presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global network in space and can look behind the scenes. Scold is a window to everything that is there or is yet to come. Fly with us through time to better understand today and tomorrow. You've always wanted that. Scold, a look into the future.
Our world today is not the world God wants it to be. One of the reasons which will surprise many is that our planet, its governments, and its peoples are all living under the weight of Satan's rule. From the beginning of mankind's existence to today, human history is the written record of what it means to live under the rule of the devil. Yet that rule is coming to an end. And what a difference that will make.
Every Sunday at 9 a.m. on CBC TV 8, tune in for Tomorrow's World, sponsored by the Living Church of God.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
27 minutes now to 7 o'clock as we turn our attention now to education. And education in a very big way, because the Barbados Lottery through Bright Star, they're offering an opportunity to give our young people an advantage. And you're asking yourself, I'm sure, what is that advantage and how do they intend to do so? It is what's the word? EdTech Week. That's right. Now, this lady next to me is Tisha Brewster, who is a business communications specialist with Bright Star Lottery, who operate the Barbados Lottery and the Caribbean Lottery as well.
Yes,
Good
correct.
to have you with us.
Thank you.
Talk to me a little bit about the week, EdTech Week.
Well, EdTech Week really is, a week that celebrates the transformative power of digital technology in education. It's pretty much celebrated all over the world, and in the Caribbean is no different. So it's just really a celebration of how technology really impacts education across the entire region.
And so you're offering young people, children, an opportunity now to really explore all of the facets of technology. And how important is that to Bright Star?
Well, Bright Star Barbados Lottery, Caribbean Lottery, as a lottery we give back to the communities that we operate in. That's one of the reasons lotteries were set up in the first place. And for us, it's more than just a charity. It's about being able to give the Caribbean a workforce that is ready for the future. And we do this through our After School Advantage program, which currently exists in a few of our Caribbean islands. We have about 38 centers across the region.
So how has that been going so far?
That's been going well. We are actually, the Barbados and Caribbean Lottery have established 38 centers across the Caribbean. We currently have centers in Barbados, right here. The Learning Center is our digital center here. We have one in Antigua, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Martin, the U.S. Virgin Islands, which would be St. Croix and St. Thomas, Jamaica, Trinidad, and Tobago. How these centers work is we pretty much establish a fully outfitted digital center where we give them computers, We do the infrastructure, everything, and we provide follow-up for all these centers as well.
While you've been talking, we've been sharing with our audience some images of what happens.
Yes.
So they actually see what these young people
Yes.
are engaging in, and how that technology, they're using their brain and their minds to be able to create.
Yes.
But sometimes in creating that, they have to break it down
Yes.
and set it back up.
Yes.
And let's see what, and that's the whole point to all of this. You're giving them the advantage, because oftentimes us in the Caribbean, we lag
Yes.
from the opportunities that we do not have, that other people do have and that we don't. And so
definitely.
this is where you come in to fill the gap.
Yes, we do. We are actually what we call bridging the digital gap. And we do this through to our coding and robotics camp, which we currently have annually. We're 5 years in, and this camp is a virtual camp, fully immersive 2-week experience for the children. It usually happens during July, during the summer months, and it was developed in partnership with the Mona Geoinformatics Institute at the University of the West Indies. This curriculum is a 2-part curriculum. We teach from coding and robotics, web development foundations, AI, which is something that's also an emerging technology. As you can see from the kids there, you know, we actually fund the entire thing, give them the robots to build and everything. And we do a lot of follow-up with these kids as well. Because what happens, a lot of them leave our camp and then they go on to do, you know, other things in coding. It opens doors for them, it opens their mind to something new and something different. So, you know, we're really committed to this initiative.
I see by your smile you're
Yes,
happy with this
I am.
initiative
I'm really
indeed.
committed to it. I mean, we've actually just re-outfitted 2 centers in St. Kitts and St. Martin, and that was quite the experience. There's a huge investment for both the Caribbean and the Barbados Lottery. A lot of persons don't know that the lottery do these things in the background. And I mean, we are a technical industry, very, very tech focused. So we really want to make sure that our young people, you can actually say we're actually training our workforce for the future, you know, to have something when they go there into that world, they're prepared for what's out there.
I'm hearing a parent in my head who is saying, I like this,
Yes.
but how do I get my child to be a part of it for the next cohort in July next year?
Well, as soon we advertise every year. It's a limited number of spaces, but we advertise it across all of the islands in which we have digital centers. We currently, as I said, have 1 digital center here in Barbados, but the aim for us now, we have a roadmap for expansion of these centers. But bear in mind that you cannot only participate through the camp. We also have the centers there that children use the centers every day. You know, we do drone training in some of our different territories. We do quite a bit. Anything digital, we fully support with the After School Advantage program.
I'm here thinking, you know, why wasn't this available in my time?
I know.
But, yeah, exactly. But it is available now. And so we want to give our young people that advantage, that opportunity, really at the end of the day, to be able to do what they are passionate about. We see them engage in the technology in so many different ways, and we want to be able to formalize it, to say, let's do this together. With the satellite, there are 5 of them, 5 locations. Do they talk to each other? Do they engage?
Oh, definitely. It is a virtual camp. So the good thing about it is, you know, they make friends virtually. We have a virtual ceremony, opening ceremony. We have virtual graduation, everything. And, you know, people do go to breakout groups. So a child here in Barbados could be interacting with a child in Trinidad, in St. Martin. So you make lifelong friends as well. And we found that that has happened quite a lot. You know, we do deep success stories are, you know, we have quite a few. But the good thing about it is, as I said, we are bridging the gap for these Caribbean youth. They're able to get this experience and free of charge because the lottery funds the entire thing. And as I said, it is a commitment from us. We've been doing this since 2011. We've established these centers, and every few years we change out the equipment. And when I say from the ground up, full infrastructure, down to the air condition if the room needs it, internet. And you can imagine the challenges we would have as well with the internet, you know, different internets across the various. So it is a lot of coordination, but we have a very committed team at the Barbados and Caribbean Lottery through our parent company, Bright Star, which is formerly IGT, the operators of the Barbados Lottery and the Caribbean Lottery. But we are very committed to the After School Advantage program.
They're committed to your children, Barbados, and you're committed to your children world, indeed, and that's the whole point. And as you said, you're quite right, you're training your future workforce ahead of the game, and that's the beauty of the whole thing. But at the same time, you're in step with what today's realities are, which is that we need to build a more digitally advanced and educated child and young people who are taking on situations and finding new ways of approaches to be able to tackle situations. Artificial intelligence is one approach that they're taking. They're all excited about the different things that they can do.
Definitely.
And the Learning Center is Barbados Center that allows for all of this expression.
Yes, we actually partner with the Learning Center. We have been for a while. So they didn't participate this year, unfortunately, but last year we had a cohort from them because the way it works, we have 2 cohorts, level 1 and level 2. So level 1 would be the beginners and the level 2 would be the intermediate. So your beginners from the previous year become your intermediate for the next year. You know, so that's how it works.
So it's a 2-year program essentially.
Yeah.
Right. So once you've entered, you go through 2 years.
2 years.
And then what happens to be after that?
After that, we definitely keep in contact. As I said, they're attached to our learning centers, to our digital centers. So we do other training. We just finished up drone training in Jamaica. We have a roadmap for Barbados as well for training that will be coming in 2026 for our students here. You know, so it's quite a bit. We don't just do the camp and then that's it. So they're affiliated with that. And we also have students who would have been past students of the coding that actually have started their own little break off from that.
That is nice. And so it's called EdTech Week. What happens during the week?
Well, basically all over the world, you know, there are different seminars on technology. The focus, as I said, is technology in education. So basically, you know, you have your various seminars. You have people talking about it. It's just a celebration and awareness, bringing awareness to the role of education and digital technology as it relates to education.
Do you live for the day where you see technology so much an immersive part of our educational system that it's just not funny?
Well, I think it's already happening. I mean, the whole purpose right now, when you think about it, we are now turning our consumers into creators. You know, from the time we introduce things like AI, I mean, it is a part of the system. I remember I said to my mom when I was young, Mommy, one of these days, you know, we are going to go to school with no books. And it's reached that stage where everything is online. I think COVID was a big part of that as well, where that kind of pushed the boundaries. People were forced to, you know, take their mind, you know, to that place where you have to learn online. You do everything online. It has its drawbacks, yes, because you still need that human interaction. And that's the good thing about our centers as well, because as you can see from the photos, the kids are still there physically. And, you know, they interact with other children in other regions, but they still have that physical contact, you know, and the graduation ceremony still happens with them physically there. So I think the balance is important, but we definitely cannot, you know, keep our heads in the sand and say, okay, hands off with technology, or people like me, you become dinosaurs.
I'm already a dinosaur in the heads and the minds of a lot of young people. But you're quite right. You're absolutely right. And I really want to applaud the Barbados and Caribbean Lotteries Bright Star for taking this initiative to enhance our people. It's 5 years you've been doing this now.
5 years for the camp, but 2011, we started our first digital center in 2011. So we have been in this for quite a while, and believe me, we have an extensive roadmap for expansion. It's a full setup. You know, everything is very, very specific as to how we want to go forward. So you can look out for more things from us for the future.
You are designing beautifully, and you're bringing and enhancing the lives of the Caribbean people through your efforts indeed. I really want to commend you and your team for all that you continue to do for our young people and for our older people who benefit from their output as well. And so keep doing it well.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. I want to thank you too for joining me this morning.
Sure, certainly.
Ms. Tisha Brewster, who is Business Communications Specialist with Bright Star Lotteries. We know them as the Barbados and Caribbean Lotteries indeed, and so we want to commend them for their contribution to our young people's development and the development of communities. There are 5 centers across the region. They've been doing this now since 2011, making a significant input into the technological fabric of our communities. And so we know the output. We've seen the output. We've seen the great work by our young people through robotics and turning up globally at world skills and showing the world we have just what the other people have as well. And so the opportunity is real. So I want to encourage you to keep watching the Barbados Lottery and Caribbean Lotteries to see when the next opportunity is next year and how you can sign up, get your children signed up to be a part of it. It is important. The Learning Center in Barbados is the venue through which all of this is done, but because it is done there does not mean that it is done for you. the world is their oyster, and we want them to be able to be the best they can possibly in the spaces that they occupy. But it starts with the foundation, which is this opportunity through the Bright Star, Barbados Lottery, Caribbean Lotteries, learning more about technology. That Advantage program is available to all. Thank you, Tisha. You're welcome. We're back in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb, and together we will travel the world.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We're 12 minutes now to 7 o'clock as we turn our attention to the work, the phenomenal work of teachers and the Barbados Union of Teachers, because they're preparing to celebrate Teachers Week 2025 under the theme, Teachers at the Heart of Educational Transformation. Joining us as we look at what we can expect in the week, which starts on the 26th, is Sharice Rock, who is the Public Relations Officer of the Barbados Union of Teachers. Sharice, good morning to you.
Good morning, Pearson. Good morning, Barbados.
First of all, a big thank you to all of our teachers. We know the work because we see the changes and the development of our children. None of us could talk had it not been for you, the work of teachers. None of us would understand concepts had it not been for the training you put into our minds from quite early. So thanks to all of our teachers indeed. Thank you.
The profession that makes all other professions possible.
There you go. So you understand what it is. So you are literally at the heart of how our community functions indeed. And so we celebrate you as you celebrate yourselves as well in this week coming up. It starts on the 26th.
It starts on the 26th. We have a little precursor tonight. We're having bingo tonight.
Today's Thursday, the 23rd.
Yes, the 23rd. We're having bingo at Lord Erskine Sandiford. But our week officially starts on Sunday, the 26th, with a church service at Calvary Moravian. That's in Robert Street, opposite like the Harrison College back gate. After the service is at 9:30 a.m. and you're welcome to join us there. Teachers, non-teachers, everybody's welcome.
Before you go forward.
No problem.
Tonight is bingo. Is that available to the public or is that just for teachers? Yes, that is
open to the public.
And so let's talk that for just a moment.
No problem.
At Lord Erskine Sandiford Center.
Yes.
Bingo.
Yes.
What time it start? Does it start?
7:30.
7:30.
Gates open at 6:30.
Do we pay or do we just come in to buy a card?
You pay $50
at the door.
And you get 2 cards. You can use those 2 cards the whole night. Or if you want to, you can change them for free. And they're extra cards for $5.
I am amazed at how many people actually play bingo.
Yes, it's big. It's really big.
So tonight at 7 o'clock, at 7:30, Lord Erskine Sandiford Center. Bingo by the Barbados Union of Teachers. Don't miss it. Don't miss it, folks. It's a big opportunity for big winning. Indeed.
$10,000 jackpot.
There you go. So I tell you, big winning. And so $50 is all it takes for you for that opportunity. Then on Sunday, we're off to church at Calvary Moravian at 9:30 in the morning.
Yes.
And we'll worship you, say thank you, God, for everything that He's been able to provide. Right. And then you're going on to say after.
After church, we are going to lunch at Barbados at Palm Marine.
That's a lovely venue.
Yes. And it's good that we'll be giving back to the students, because teachers, we need students as well. So we're going to be going there this year for lunch. Lunch is $100, and you're welcome to join us. If you want to join us, just call the office, 436-6139. That's a number I'll be repeating a lot.
6139.
Yes.
436-6139. And it's important to call early because reservation will be important so they can plan.
Yes.
And so up until what point do you want us to be able to say, I want to be a part of it?
I would think by the end of today.
Okay. By the end of
tomorrow.
today, Thursday. Right. Got you.
On Monday, we're going to be having our AGM, Stewards AGM. The stewards are really important. They're a vital part of our organization. They're the links between the executive and each school.
Right.
They're going to be having their meeting at 1 o'clock. So that's on Monday. On Tuesday is the day I'm looking forward to.
Why so?
Yes. We'll be celebrating Teachers Appreciation Day by announcing our 11 top-tier teachers on that day. This is our third year running. It's a teacher who inspires and encourages and respects. A teacher who inspires, encourages, and respects his peers, his or her peers, or students. And those 11 teachers, up to now, they don't have an idea.
No idea at
No
all.
idea.
Whoa.
We had a lot of nominations, and the committee met, and we've narrowed it down, and we are none.
So it will be announced on Tuesday.
On Tuesday, we'll be going to those schools.
Oh, sweet.
So you'll be in your classroom.
And suddenly you are
and we'll
surprised.
be turning up. Congratulations, you're one of this year's top tier teachers.
I love that. I love that initiative indeed. So it's a Teacher Appreciation Day on Tuesday.
Yes.
Where the top 11, based on the nominations, will be recognized in a very public way.
Yes.
And to bring tears.
So teachers, all teachers out there, dress your best on Tuesday.
Dress your best on Tuesday.
If you think you are a teacher who has been inspiring and encouraging your colleagues and the students,
it could be you.
It could be you.
It could be you. And these are teachers across the public,
yes,
public and private?
Public, private, as long as you're a beauty member, you're eligible to be nominated. And we nursery school, primary school, secondary school, tertiary institutions, you name it.
Why only 11? Because we have 11 parishes?
I don't even know how we came up with that number.
Okay. That number shall have to grow.
Possibly. Thanks, it could grow if we get more sponsors on board.
Okay.
This year, our platinum sponsor is Jordan Supermarket for the top tier awards. We also have Chakra the Spa, Crane Resort, and a couple others. That's
some nice prizes. Nice prizes.
Yes,
nice recognition
nice prizes for the
Very
teachers.
good. So Tuesday is when we will get to know, and then we will splash it for all Barbados to see.
Yes, and they will receive the official awards on the Friday night.
Okay.
But I won't get to the Friday yet.
No.
Because we still have Wednesday and Thursday.
Let's go to Wednesday.
Wednesday is the John Cumberbatch Memorial Lecture, and that is going to be at Sky Mall Seminar Room. And it will be delivered by Dr. Hyacinth Harris. She's a past principal, and she was the head of BAPS, Barbados Association of Primary School Principals. And that's under the theme, Teachers, the Heart of Educational Transformation. On Thursday.
That begins at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
In the
Forgot
evening.
that.
And so we want to encourage as many people as possible to really show up for this lecture. It's going to be quite an interesting one. In honor of John Cumberbatch, his memorial lecture upstairs in the seminar, in the conference room at Sky Mall. It's upstairs, beginning at 7 o'clock on Wednesday.
Yes. On Thursday, we have the professional development. We always, as teachers, as professionals, we always have to retool. learn new things. And it's interesting, your guest before spoke about AI. Our theme for that day is AI is here.
Yeah, it is
It's here. It's here, Pearson. It's really here. And that takes place at the same Sky Mall seminar room, but this is for members only. And teachers out there, if you're a member of the Barbados Union of Teachers, call 436-6139 and register for this seminar. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be done by Quinn Weeks and Mr. Best from Erdiston. They're quite phenomenal. They know their stuff, and they're going to be talking about AI.
Artificial intelligence. It's a professional development workshop.
Yes.
From 9 in the morning till about 3. So it's like a school period.
Yes.
And so it's important, I think, that teachers get to know more about how to use, don't run from it, the technology is here.
Don't fear it.
How do we use and adjust it into how we teach, how we enhance learning opportunities for
to
children
augment the teaching and learning process.
Exactly. So that's important on Thursday. But you need to register.
Yes, you need to register.
436-6139. See, I'm learning it?
Yes.
436-6139, the number to call to register to be a part of the professional development workshop. It's important on Thursday.
And
then Friday.
Friday, we let our hair down. We dress up nicely. It's the president's reception. It's a cocktail event where we'll be honoring outstanding educators. So we will be honoring the 11 top tier teachers along with 11 retirees.
Okay.
So we've been honoring them for years, but the top tier has now come into being for the last 3 years. But every year we honor some retired teachers because we have to appreciate all the work that they have done.
Absolutely.
For the beauty and for the country.
And these retired teachers are not necessarily principals alone.
No,
teachers.
Teachers.
Do you have that list of names? Can you share that list of names so we can celebrate and you don't have it? So
I don't have that list here.
Sorry, that's all right. That's the president's reception.
Yes.
And that's for the teaching community.
And that's free. That's free, of course.
That's free.
Free of cost.
To teachers.
To teachers.
Right.
Members.
And
you can bring along your family because if you're receiving an award, you're going to bring along your family
to celebrate with you.
Yes.
And so that happens at your headquarters at 7 o'clock on Friday evening. But this is such a packed week of activities.
Yes,
I love that you've kept the teachers at the center of everything that you're doing here in this week. You're celebrating the contribution of the teacher who is at the heart of educational transformation, who, as you said, have shaped our society. Because you taught the learners and the teachers as well. And so I want to commend all of you for the phenomenal work that teachers do against every odd that there possibly is. Because I know, I can well imagine really what it must be to be a teacher with how our society is changing.
Some days I can't imagine it myself.
It's unimaginable at
but
times.
It's quite rewarding. It's I say teaching is a work of heart. When
I see how teachers interact with children in that loving way, it really warms the heart to watch how you're able to affect the changes in our children in the way you do.
I forgot to mention, this is October, this is Education Month. We have Teachers Week. During the month of October, you are free to join the Barbados Union of Teachers, free of cost. Normally it's $20, but for the month of October, you can become a member.
Free of cost?
Yes. All educators.
Right. So no membership fee this month, and you'll have a few days left. It's the 23rd today. But you can become a member, signed up, bona fide member of the Barbados Union of Teachers this month, free of cost. But that special ends on the 31st. But we want to encourage as many of our educators indeed to be a part of it. Whether you're actively involved at the moment or retired or otherwise, you can be a part of the Barbados Union of Teachers. Ms. Rock, thank you.
You're welcome.
You did it. Sharice Rock, the Public Relations Officer of the Barbados Union of Teachers. They're having Teachers Week starting tonight with bingo at the Lord Erskine Sandifer Center starting at $7:30, $50, gets you 2 cards, and good luck, $10,000 up for winning. And then church from Sunday, they're having the Stewards AGM on Monday. On Tuesday is the Teacher Appreciation Day where 11 top tiers will be surprised across the education system. I can't wait to see how that unfolds. Then on Wednesday is the John Cumberbatch Memorial Lecture. That is upstairs Sky Mall in the conference, the seminar room there. It begins at 7. Thursday is the workshop still in the same room, beginning at 9 in the morning till 3, looking at artificial intelligence. Is for teachers' professional development. And then it ends on Friday when they let their hair down, as Ms. Rock said in the President's reception, where 11 retired educators as well as the 11 top tiers will be significantly honored indeed. I want to thank you for joining us.
If I was your teacher, I would give you a star.
A star,
You did well.
Star, thank you very much indeed.
You're welcome.
Morning Barbados, it's a break here. We're back in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity to have it, to make it happen. He will give you the resources. He'll give you the people. Not only will He equip you with ideas, but He will equip you with favor, as He did Nehemiah.
Turn on the latest episode of Infinite Possibilities, only on CBC TV8, every Sunday at 1:30 p.m., sponsored by Covenant Life Teaching Center.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about Solar Ray Microbiome Probiotics and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's Discount, sponsored by Get Healthy Incorporated.
98.1 The One, your number one party station. With an audience from 18 to 40, we keep you engaged.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Let's look at some news now. The police are reporting a worrying increase in crime against the personal and firearm-related offences, even though there has been an overall drop in criminal activity. An update on the island's crime situation came during a media conference at the police headquarters yesterday, and Esther Henry now has that report.
For the period January to September, major crimes against the person, including murder, serious bodily harm, endangering life, kidnapping, and robbery, increased by 50% when compared to that same period last year. Also registering a significant rise during the period was firearm-related crimes, which jumped by 57%. However, Acting Commissioner of Police Erwin Boyce says as of October 20th, there is a 2% decrease in overall crime and a 13% increase in total major crimes.
Within that category, homicides, that is murder, now stands at 38 when compared with 41 for 2024. Reported robberies are now 213 against 100 for the same period in 2024. This is the area that we are now focusing on since in analyzing the modus in relation to the homicides. 22 firearms, or the 22 were enabled by firearms.
Acting Commissioner Boyce says the service is stepping up its efforts on reducing criminal victimization and the fear of crime, noting that firearm-enabled crimes continue to be a scourge on the island. This year, police have so far confiscated 63 firearms, just 2 more than for the same period last year. The difference is much bigger regarding bullets, with 1,750 seized this year compared to 485 for the corresponding period in 2024. And lawmen are not only concerned about the criminal activity, but also the increasing number of young men between the ages of 15 and 30 who are involved.
Within the 15 to 19 age category, 391 persons charged, and I'm not saying all those persons were charged with serious crime. Between the age of 20 and 29, 999 persons were charged. Between 30 and 39, 877. And between 40 and 44, 376.
Targeted operations across communities have been paying dividends. Responding to some complaints about how police sometimes carry out those law enforcement duties, this is what he had to say.
There is an approach. There is policy directives. There are approaches to situations that we train our people to be involved in, and the execution of the warrant is there. If for some reason or the other there is some reluctance on the officer to provide the warrant, or to read the warrant, or to show the warrant, then we would always advise people, if there is that gap, then make a complaint to Office of Professional Responsibility, and it will be investigated.
Acting Commissioner Boyce has given notice that police officers will be even more visible in the coming weeks as the hectic winter tourism and the Christmas seasons approach. Onesta Henry, CBC News.
Prime Minister Mia Amor Motley has emphasized the importance of fire prevention and enforcement of related regulations. She did so at the official opening and naming of the facility that now serves as the headquarters for the Barbados Fire Service and the Ambulance Service. Deanza Roberts files this report.
Before a packed venue of dignitaries, students, government officials, fire officers and other stakeholders, Prime Minister Mia Amor Motley declared the new headquarters for the fire and ambulance services open. The facility is called the Cadogan Mayor's Marshall Emergency Complex in honor of 3 former fire chiefs. Acknowledging that it was long in coming, Ms. Motley says it was important to merge several essential services in the facility. She referenced the Campus Trend tragedy.
When the Campus Trends fire claimed the lives of 6 young Barbadian girls. And we agreed then, as a nation, that we should do all to ensure no repetition, which means the ability to have a proper fire prevention and proper enforcement of our codes to ensure compliance.
The new complex, she says, is one that had to be repurposed to meet the safety of Barbadian lives and properties. Motley said, for years, the constraint to constructing the facility was a debt service.
At the time we started, as I told you, the government's fiscal circumstances were not the best. 69 cents in every dollar being paid in debt service meant that all that was left is money to pay salaries after you pay debt. And it therefore meant that the fire service was undercapitalized for a number of years, and major pieces of equipment that ought to have been bought 10, 15 years ago remained outside of their reach.
The Prime Minister says she will be monitoring the upkeep of the facility, noting that too many buildings in Barbados are not maintained.
By making sure that nobody don't litter, by making sure that nobody don't dirty up the walls, by making sure that nobody don't do the things that we would not want them to do if it was home at us. And if we treat it as a building that we live in and that it is home, and it really is home for many of you because of the manner in which you work, then that then becomes the possibility for us to make sure that this spanking new facilities a year and 2 years and 5 years from now looks just as it does today in splendid shape.
Deanza Roberts, CBC News.
The impasse between the Barbados Community College and the National Union of Public Workers has finally been resolved. This brings an end to a dispute that emerged over the college's hiring of an individual to fill a vacant post instead of confirming the person who acted in that post for more than a year. CBC News understands from credible sources that the individual hired to fill the post will remain in the post. However, the person who was acting will not be disadvantaged. The matter led to unionized members protesting outside the gates on September the 30th. The college administration, led by the principal Anna Aline, met with the NUPW on 3 separate occasions but failed to reach an agreement. They then invited the chief labor officer to host conciliatory talks. That led to Principal Aline announcing yesterday that a proposal put forward by the college was agreed to, in principle, by the union. Ms. Aline says the discussions facilitated by the acting chief labor officer, Alison Elcock, were wide-ranging and yielded several positive outcomes.
Mature discussions allow the appreciation of perspectives from both sides. And these talks allow the BCC to take a much closer look at some of our processes. We will also implement strategies to enhance our social partnership with stakeholders, aiming to provide a higher standard of service to our students and staff. However, above all, the college is looking forward to the healing process that is critical for us to realize our vision of becoming a world-class center of excellence for education and training.
The Barbados Nurses Association is calling for harsher penalties for people who assault healthcare workers. President Dr. Faye Paris made the call as she expressed concern and disappointment over a recent court ruling in which a man who slapped a nurse at the Randall Phillips Polyclinic last month was ordered to pay just $400 in fines. She's in compensation. She says this is seen as a slap to the face of nurses of Barbados.
To reduce the impact of a workplace assault to a minimal fine is to undervalue the contribution and dignity of those who care for the nation. While BNA respects the independence of the judiciary, this decision sends a troubling message that violence against nurses may be met with what appears to be minimal consequence. The penalty must be sufficient to act as a deterrent, not merely as a token response. The BNA is calling for stronger penalties for assault against healthcare workers, legislative review to ensure acts are classified appropriately, public education to reinforce zero tolerance for violence in healthcare settings, support systems and insurance coverage for nurses affected by workplace trauma.
Let's look at sports now. Darrell Jordan Secondary School were brilliant at home, dispatching Grantley Adams Memorial in the latest matchup of the Dasani Powerade Secondary Schools Under-19 Netball Tournament. Damien Best reports.
Darrell Jordan Secondary School in the Black Bibs hosting Grantley Adams Memorial. Wet conditions, but both teams try to make the most of it all. Goal shooter Shamira Rock getting the contact call and will convert. Made 15 of her 23 attempts. They actually led Grantley Adams at the halfway mark, up 12-6. Rock again rattles it home. Change of ends to start the second half. Lob pass, picks out Rock. Automatic from that distance. The visitors only scoring 3 goals in the third quarter. This was one of them. Goal attack. Renisha Stewart cleaning up the miss by goal shooter Kira Phillips. Stewart made 11 of 16 attempts. She was the only one doing the damage for Grantley Adams. The second bite at the cherry fruitful. They just needed the defense to be more helpful to the cause. Darrell Jordan smooth in transition up through the midcourt without much hassle. Goal attack. Haley Corbin, nicely done. Corbin in the circle, able to cover the spaces adequately. Misses the first, but drills the second. Had 10 goals to her credit from 14 attempts. The fourth quarter now, much more of the same. 7 goals for DJSS. Corbin steps in and finishes. Grantley Adams with some tired legs on the court. No stopping the flow. The finish line definitely in sight. In the end, Darrell Jordan running away with a 13-point margin of victory over Grantley Adams Memorial, 25-12. Damien Best, CBC Sports.
And that's a look at news. Until now, we'll have more news coming up at 12 noon right here on CBC TV 8. Morning Barbados is back in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
98.1 The One, your number one party station. With an audience from 18 to 40, we keep you engaged, energized, and entertained. Choose 98.1 FM, The One.
Hey there, it's Mahalia. I want to share something that might be really helpful.
If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, or lonely and have no one to talk to, call Lifeline Barbados. We all face struggles at times in our lives. You're not alone. There's no need to feel ashamed or embarrassed. It's okay to reach out for support. Lifeline Barbados is completely confidential. No one else will know you called. They're there to offer a caring ear and guidance without judgment. And fellas, I want you to know asking for help is a true sign of strength. It takes real courage to reach out. You can also call Lifeline Barbados if you're worried about loved ones who are struggling and you need advice on how to support them. There's a saying, a problem shared is a problem halved, but not everyone has someone they can confide in. That's why Lifeline Barbados exists, to be there for you or someone you care about during tough times. Save this number. Lifeline Barbados is just a call away. Remember, you can reach out whenever you need to talk.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
To find out, everybody ate. Everybody ate. Can you believe that? Everybody ate. Everybody ate. Guess what?
Gracious me, everything there looks so delicious, doesn't it? It is so tempting. But because of the temptation, that's why the Barbados Food and Rum Festival exists, to respond to that temptation for food and for rum. And so joining me now as we take a deeper dive into pastry making and the benefits of pastry making and how the beauty and the fun we get from eating our pastries is Chef Miss Esther James. Good morning to you, Esther.
Good morning.
Good morning. How long have you been doing pastries now?
It's been like 15 years. Yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah.
When you stop to reflect for just a moment, it just
Yeah.
feels like yesterday, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
But 15 years have gone
It's
by.
interesting because I never, imagined myself in the pastry world because I started as a chef. I started in private villas, and I was kind of forced into it because as a private villa chef, you have to know everything, desserts included. You couldn't get away from it. So I kind of was like pushed into it in that way, but I love it.
No regrets at all?
Absolutely not. Yeah.
So what's your favorite pastry to make?
Well, because I'm so into cakes, I would probably say like a really decadent chocolate cake. I love tres leches as well. So yeah, maybe that.
I like a nice soft vanilla cake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes,
Very moist.
absolutely.
Oh.
I think you would love the tres leches cake. Yeah.
See, there you go. So we're talking the same language here.
Yes.
And so far, you've been enjoying the journey in making of pastries and so forth.
Yes.
But a pastry is a pastry is a pastry. But when you get a really good pastry making chef, a pastry is not just a pastry. It's a
Yeah.
gastronomical delight.
Absolutely.
So how did you reach to that point where yours is a so sought after pastry?
Well, I think that in as a chef, you have to attack the senses, the five senses, and you really want to, people eat with their eyes, so you really want to make sure it is visually appealing, but then at the same time, it has to taste amazing. And I think I've mastered that, I would hope. And one of the things that I look at is texture. I play on textures, I play on different flavors. So from like even bitter notes from coffee and like textures from like maybe biscuits that are crushed up, chocolate. I just make sure that everything is like well layered and moist, decadent, that you want to come for more and you remember it. I think it's important. The brain remembers flavors and how you feel when you eat, and I think that I've after making so many mistakes as well, I've learned how to master it now.
Listen, I can taste everything you've just spoken about. And we'll get an opportunity to taste your work as well at Liquid Gold.
Absolutely.
Oh boy. How do you plan for such a massive event like Liquid Gold?
It actually takes months of planning, I will say. And the thing about me is when I get involved in catering especially, I really attack it like months in advance. So yes, I got the call, you know, are you available? But like I already had in mind what I wanted to do. And I always make sure that I make my notes and I, you know, prepare myself, I prepare my team, and, you know, we make sure that we take our time to know how to master the menu well. Yeah.
You were part of Liquid Gold last year, was it?
I was, yes.
So
yes.
what were the lessons learned?
Plan ahead. We had a mystery basket pull last year, and I pulled yam.
Ooh.
One of the major challenges I had was to find yam. We were out of the yam season, and a lot of people were bringing it in from St. Vincent, but there was a shortage. Thankfully, I had gotten it in advance, and I was able to freeze it. Had I waited, I needed more, but had I waited to the last one, I wouldn't have had it at all. So that was one of the major things. Yeah.
So that's a big learning point. Planning and preparing.
Planning, yes, making sure everything is in season.
So what's going to be different this year?
So what's going to be different? That's a very good question. Well, I have more experience, I will say. I just did an amazing trip to Vegas where I would have done a course with Chef Amari, Guy Sean. He is a French chef. He does all those amazing chocolate works of art, huge works of art. And I had the opportunity to work alongside him as an intern as well as a student. And from there, I was able to like really attack the pastry skills that are like classical French pastry skills. And what I really love is being able to marry them with the traditional Bajan, you know, cuisine. Because I think we have so many bold flavors here, so many amazing textures. And so I was able to like learn from them and bring it home. So I think you'll be seeing more of the technical things that I would have learned recently.
Ooh, so folks, when we go to Liquid Gold, we have to look for Chef Esther James and all that she's bringing to Liquid Gold, indeed, from her experience. Having worked alongside this French, take a look, walk with me. Look at your screen, Esther. Look at your screen, everybody. What is this?
This is a beautiful wedding cake that I made for a lovely couple.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, they were traveling into Barbados and they wanted this cake, so yeah.
Wow. How long did it take you to create this work of art?
This takes about 3 days, just like including the bake time, the cooling, the stacking, and like getting all the ruffles on. It does take time, so I would say like 3 days. Yeah.
And all of this looks so soft.
Yeah.
The texture is so soft.
Yeah, it looks soft, but it's like firm. Yeah,
I know. But that's the whole point. How do you do that? You create the look, but at the same time we know it's firm.
Yeah, so that's something called fondant. So the fondant is very pliable when you first work with it. It's nice and soft, and you can manipulate it. And then in manipulating it, you take different tools to make ruffles and create those soft textures.
Okay.
And then it hardens as it dries.
You had the honor of crafting something beautiful for one of our national heroes, right? Excellent, Robin Rihanna Fenty. Can we show it, folks? And I want you to explain to me that moment. Did you get the call?
Yes.
So talk to me about that. There it is on our screen.
So as a private villa chef, I had the honor of working with her some years ago. And so because I worked with her at that point, she knew that I did cakes and started ordering birthday cakes for her granddad and things like that. Right. And so when she had her son, then she called and said, hey, I would love to have this.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Rihanna called you.
Yeah.
And so you picked up the phone.
Well, her team.
Okay, that's all right. That's all right. But you picked up the phone.
Yes.
And on the other end was, hello, I'm Donna from Rihanna's.
Yeah.
And what happened to you when you heard that?
Well, I was excited. I was relieved and excited. I had just come home. I had major surgery, and so when you have surgery, you're down. Your
mind is elsewhere.
And your mind is elsewhere, exactly. And so getting that call truly was a beautiful blessing. I don't even think she knows it, but you wonder, are you going to come out from this? Are you going to be able to continue continue creating. And so that was a little blessing. I call it like a sweet kiss from heaven, like, you know. So I'm always honored when I get the call. I don't ever take things like that for granted because there's so many other people she can call.
Yes.
She actually had a beautiful sculpture done by Amari, who was my mentor and my teacher just before. So we kind of like was happy about that. Yeah.
So, okay. Yeah. So you set to work and you crafted this beautiful piece of work for her son.
Yes.
And what did she say about it at the end of it all?
I heard that she was really happy with it. Yeah. And looking at the video, I think I really got the vision. Because it was a Richie Rich movie theme, and I think that I captured the vision that she was going for. So I was quite happy about that.
So here it is, Esther James, the girl who didn't start as a chef, but who ended up chefing and creating now a doing pastry. You got a call from a national hero, and you're rubbing shoulders with international chefs all over the world. You're crafting these delightful tastes and everything else. Dwell for just a moment on what all of this means to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
What does it mean to you, knowing that you've been able to achieve so much in such a short space of time?
You really touch on the emotions. That's one thing I love about you. You touch on the emotions. So yes, I did not expect to feel emotional, but yeah, I as I said, I don't take any of these experiences for granted. I'm so grateful. I have a praying family, and I know that they have covered me. I know that the blessings come from above and through those prayers. So I'm just immensely grateful.
Indeed, I'm grateful to you indeed too for being as amazing as you truly are. So Liquid Gold is coming up, folks. Liquid Gold, by the way, is on the 9th. It's a Sunday.
Yes.
The 9th of November. We're just days away, literally days away. We tend to think, oh, November is November. That's no,
it's right
we're the 23rd of October already. So literally you have like 2 weeks or so to get yourselves ready to get your tickets. And I really want to encourage you to go to get your ticket as soon as possible. It's happening at Carifesta House, right there in Waterford. And remember, look at your screens. You can see how you can get your combination tickets. You can go to the R&R, which is what my friend here wants to go to.
Rice and rum.
And you can also go to Liquid Gold as well for just a mere $500. It's really easy. So tickets are available online. Go to the box offices as well and get your tickets to come and see. You mentioned to me you want to go to Rice and Rum.
Yeah.
Why?
It's a fun party. You know, you dress in your yellow and you have fun. You eat breakfast, which is my favorite meal of the day. Like, what's not to love? You're on the beach, you know, sipping mimosas. Who knows? But like, I'm usually working on that day, so I have no time for that, you know. But I hope that all Bajans get out, go have a good time. I heard it's amazing every single year. And then come out to Liquid Gold at nighttime, dress up in your fancy clothes, and enjoy.
I'm telling you, it's such a calendar of activities for this year's Food and Rum. It's not just funny. There's Oystins Under the Stars, which is happening November the 6th in Oystins. That's free. Then on Friday the 7th, you can have the International Chef's Demo. Would you turn up for that? There are a couple of demos everywhere.
Yeah, I would love to. We have some amazing international chefs here coming, like Paul Carmichael, like amazing. Jason Howard, like a huge fan of him. So yeah, I encourage everyone to come out because these are Bajan international chefs.
I just want to emphasize that with you.
Yeah.
Everything about this year's festival is all Bajan.
Yes,
Everyone is a Barbadian, and that's the whole point. To introduce the Barbadian people to the Barbadian creativity through our chefs and other people as well. And so we want you to come out to all of this. There's a community cook-off final, which is happening on the Friday the 7th as well of November. Remember, you have until the end of this month to get your entry in. Good luck to all of you. We're looking for community chefs. Great luck. There are $15,000 available for you. First, second, and third prizes, all total $15,000, but we want you to be the community chef indeed, so you need to really get as cracking as soon as possible. There's the rum route. They're taking you all about the place for rum tasting as well.
And 2 days of it.
That's what I'm saying. 2 days, one going north, one going south as well. So 2 days of rum routing and having a really good time. R&R is happening on November the 8th. That's a Saturday. That happens at Copacabana on the beach. We can really have a really good time. And then we end it off on Sunday the 9th with Liquid Gold, where my good friend, Chef Esther James, will be creating something absolutely decadent and delightful. And we want you to come and taste and see and experience and talk to her, take pictures with her, and get to experience who Esther James is and the work that comes from her mind and her body and her soul into the pastries that she creates indeed. So get your tickets early to be a part of Barbados Food and Rum 2025. Esther, thank you.
Thank you too.
Good to meet
Appreciate
you
it.
in person.
Same.
And I'm looking forward to tasting your delights.
Thank
indeed.
you.
You're very
Yeah.
welcome. We're coming back in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Week after week, Scold presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global network in space and can look behind the scenes. Scold is a window to everything that is there or is yet to come. Fly with us through time to better understand today and tomorrow. You've always wanted that. Scold, a look into the future.
Our world today is not the world God wants it to be. One of the reasons, which will surprise many, is that our planet, its governments, and its peoples are all living under the weight of Satan's rule. From the beginning of mankind's existence to today, human history is the written record of what it means to live under the rule of the devil. Yet that rule is coming to an end. And what a difference that will make.
Every Sunday at 9 a.m. on CBC TV 8, tune in for Tomorrow's World, sponsored by the Living Church of God.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb.
This segment of Exceptional Youth is brought to you with the kind compliments of the Student Revolving Loan Fund, financing education the easy way.
We're 27 minutes now to go to 8 o'clock as we continue to highlight the exceptional young people of Barbados. And you know, here on Mornin Barbados, we are always thrilled to be able to show them to you. You have to see them because they're doing great work. Oftentimes we hear the other story. We love to tell the other story, which is the true story of the great work of our young people, the contributions they're making to our community. We've been sharing with you over the weeks about the mural project that's been ongoing at the Wyndham Grand. A lot of them are complete. And so today we want to show you the creativity, the beauty, the hard work that went into it by the students of the Dighton Griffith School. We're happy to be joined by the teacher and the project leader, Mr. Barry Tudor, and he's brought along 3 of these outstanding young people. Next name is Katie Berry, and then Her Majesty Queen Osford. I told I'm going to tease her with her name. And Giovanni Barker, indeed. Good morning to all of you.
Good morning.
Good to have you, indeed. So, talk to me, Tudor, about this project. When did you get the call, and then what happened after the call?
We received a call probably sometime in April of this year. We were invited by the management of Wyndham Hotel, and to which we are extremely grateful for the opportunity. along with, I think at that time, there would have been about 10 other schools participating, and we were asked to come up with a concept on the legacy of Sam Lord, because they were concerned about the walls at the hotel and wanted to beautify them in some way. And we had Errol Griffith, who I'm extremely grateful to, facilitating, going beyond the call of duty, marshalling all the schools together to get things going. What happened, we were expected between that period to come up with a concept. And at that time, you would also keep in mind that we are doing CXC exams, and so it was a little bit tough meeting those demands.
Because you got the call, but you could have denied that call. You could have simply said, you know what, nah, too much is going on, we're not going to do this. But you chose instead to say, yes, we'll take on this challenge. Why did you feel confident that you could have done this?
Well, my colleague, Christiane Tull, who's part of the team, we've both done murals in the past, and we certainly saw it as a great opportunity, once in a lifetime. And so we felt that, you know, we would, in spite of all the workload, that we would give it a try. And so, so by the beginning of August, I think there were 6 schools that is, that made the commitment, and we got going along with the team here and a couple others to design something, tackle the project.
So how did you go about selecting the students who will work on the project?
Again, Mrs. Tull and myself, we would have worked.
So as if she was doing all the work.
Well, to give credit to, you know, Rich Drew. We, over the years, would have worked closely. Katie, in particular, I would have taught her from first, second, and now she's in third form.
So you know of her expertise.
Yes. So going on the students that we felt strongest, we decided that we would give them a chance and remind them that out of the 800 students or so at the school, that they have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
You were singled out, Katie, and don't get scared, because it was a wonderful thing, wasn't it? When you were asked to be a part of this project. So talk to me a little bit about when you heard that you were being asked to be a part of the project. How did you feel?
When I first got asked, because Mr. Trudeau emailed my mom, and when I got home from school, she told me about it. I was surprised. And, well, I take it as an opportunity to also get out the house and see a great place every day and spend time with my school friends and teachers. And I was actually very excited and nervous at the same time.
You know, Mr. Tudor thought you were really, really good at art. And you're in third form now.
Yes.
Did you think that of yourself, that you're really, really good at art?
Yes.
Yeah. Duh, right?
Yes.
So what are you really good at doing in art?
Really good. I'm more into fashion when I'm drawing, but I can also draw sceneries, people. I'm trying to improve my skills in drawing persons and trying to draw portraits and stuff, but when it comes to scenery and background or any sort of objects, I'm good at it, but it's just I need to learn human anatomy.
Yeah, how to draw the forms and so forth. I get you, girl. I'm into sticks still, so I understand how it is for you as well. You're so good. Well done.
Thank you.
Queen, what about you? You were also singled out of the more than 800 students at your school. You were one of the few who got the opportunity to work on this project. How did that feel for you?
I felt really honored to get the opportunity to work on something so big. I was really nervous at first, but like when I got painting, I was really nervous at first.
I would be too, that's the truth, because of the size of it. You know, we're accustomed to just drawing on paper, 8 by 11 or say 8.5 by 11, and we got that, yeah, we could do that. We understand the scale. But when you have to now look at a wall, which is taller than you, bigger than you, and figure out how do I now scale it in such a way that it makes sense and we can see it from a distance, that gets a little difficult. So did you have nightmares or anything? So?
No, I didn't have nightmares. I was just really nervous.
Going on the set.
Definitely.
Oh,
going
the
on
heights, the
scaffold.
heights.
I'm really scared of heights.
Here's your brother.
Yeah.
So you could have chosen to pay it down low if you wanted to. No, I'm not climbing. I'm dealing with down here. But but nonetheless, you tackled it.
Yes.
And so far, you like what you've seen, right?
Yes.
We shall show that in a moment to see what we've seen. Giovanni, what about you? You got picked as well. How many other boys were there in the team, by the way?
None.
It was just you.
Yes.
How did you feel about that?
Well, at first I was like, okay, so how am I going to do this? Well, then I just look back at the past experience I would have had before, which I would have done a mural in First Farm, also along with Mr. Tudor and the other art teachers. And I said, okay, I did this before, I can do it again. And it really was a truly exciting experience, and it was a great opportunity for us.
What's the difference between painting a mural and painting a portrait on an easel, for instance?
Well, for instance, it's smaller.
Yes.
But you also have to keep stepping back to make sure that you are doing everything in proportion and that all the colors are cooperating with each other.
And you understand all of that?
Yes, please.
I don't understand any of that, but you do. So clearly art is a passion of yours.
Yes, please.
You've been painting forevermore?
Well, in First Farm, I can tell you the truth. I honestly didn't like art like that. But when I got in Second Farm, I kind of picked it up and I was like, oh wow, I kind of have a talent. So then I further pursued it in third, which once again, Mr. helped me continue my art journey, which I then entered NIFCA and got a silver for my first time. And then I said, I should really continue this. And then opportunity, window experience.
Wow. What do you like to draw?
Well, to draw, I like to draw animes.
Sea signs. Oh, so seaside, sorry. Just
yes.
kidding you.
Yes, actually.
Okay.
I
stumbled upon the right thing. She's laughing at me.
And
Yes.
scenery.
Scenery, she says anime. And you can do anime in 3D?
Well, yes, actually.
Really? Wow. Are you thinking of taking this up as a profession and taking it quite seriously?
Yes, I would.
As a yes or I would?
Yes.
Yes, you will.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. What about you, Queen? Would you pursue your career in art? Or this is just one of those things that you're doing as well?
I would like to think of it as a hobby and not something I would pursue as an occupation. But I really like doing
You really
art.
like it?
Yeah.
It's a wonderful pastime. Are you also afraid to fight Giovanni?
Yes.
Cheese on bread. So you were also down low, right?
Well, at first I was like, how am I going to go up there? But eventually we did it. I was like, okay, it's not that scary. But as they say, you never know how something's going to feel till you try it.
Until you try it. Indeed so. Katie, what about you? Were you afraid of heights? No, girl, you look like a bold young lady, right?
When I got up there, that was shaking.
So when you got up there, you saw a perspective. You saw the world a whole lot differently. What was the theme, Mr. Tudor, of the project that you had to work? I know you're working on Sam Lord's Castle and the story of Sam Lord's, but was yours more specific than that?
No, the theme that they gave us was the legacy of Sam Lords. So it meant that we spent time researching on his history, looking at the family, looking at the type of ships that would have sailed in that area during that period of time, looking at the type of lanterns that would be available, possibly used in the coconut trees, as was mentioned. So we looked at that. So that formed the basis for our concept and idea. And we then came up with two different designs. One more realistic, and the second one more of a cubism style. we opted for the Cubism style because one, we felt that competing with our colleagues from other schools, and so the likelihood of them going in that direction would be small, so that to make ourselves stand out, because given the fact that we all have the same theme, we needed to do something that make us stand, make it stand out. The second reason that we went in that direction, I felt that given our team that we have, it would be better for us in terms of competency levels, and so that everybody would be on. When they say, well, look, paint that orange or paint that green, and so it's a lot easier to manage, especially when you're working on that size scale, and so there were a number of reasons why we opted to go for Cubism style as opposed to the general realism.
So Norma is watching. Norma is asking herself, what is Cubism style? What is that about? What's that?
Cubism style was one that started by Pablo Picasso back in the early 1900s. He and George Braque wanted to move away from the Renaissance style realism, and they opted to breaking down complex objects into simple geometric shapes, and so there's making things as a lot simpler. As they developed the style, they added things like collages, and so as part of the Cubism period.
Well, when we take a look at the video, I'll see that for myself then.
Yes.
Question, this work, does this work go towards their credits for any exams that they're doing later?
Not in this case.
Okay.
Specifically for law school, because they're working at Cape level, there was the opportunity to go in that direction. That's not so possible at the CSET, which these will be doing at some point in time. So, but I'm sure with the experience that they've carried from the exercise, they can use as foundation for their designs, and so there's no knowledge is lost. It's all everybody benefits.
Indeed so. Katie, what did you learn about Sam Lords?
What did I learn? Well, one thing that was shocking to me, he's apparently family to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have some of his, do you have any of his gold at home?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Right. So I also learned that he was a thief, basically.
Yeah, that's what I call it.
Oh, wow. And that he taxed people.
Not so much tax, but certainly, the ships that he would have gained some of his wealth from as well.
Right. And he had a wife and 2 children, and also a concubine.
Right, a whole set of other people, yes.
Yeah.
With him. What about you, Queen? What did you learn about Sam Lords and his exploits?
Basically the same thing. I learned that he was sort of a pirate, and he used to trick people, thinking that, tricking people to come to the castle, and used to steal their treasures and stuff. I don't think he was a good person.
That's Katie's family here.
Sorry.
Giovanni, talk to me. What did you learn about Sam Lord?
Well, pretty much what they said. Pirate, stole stuff, had 2 children. What I still am trying to find out is where one of those children went. They went off the grid after a time.
Really?
Yeah.
So no one now knows where this. Maybe it's Katie's family. Perhaps it is. So what we want to do, folks, right now is a time-lapsed video of the great work of the students of the Dighton Griffith School. Let's take a look at that, and we'll continue. Maybe as you watch it, look for the cubism. See if you see it too. And we'll talk some more right after. Take a look. I just have one word, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Giovanni, I saw your face while you were watching that just now. Talk to me about looking at that, looking back at the work, what was your first impression?
It was truly exciting when it showed how the progress that we put into that work. Let me tell you something. You see those coins that you said, well,
yes.
Those took some time.
Why so?
Because you have to make sure that you don't look like they're on a wall and they're like actually coming out of the picture. Had to put some, 3D effect to it and make it mesh with the rest of the mural, right?
I'm telling you, it's awesome. It looks so real. And I kept thinking perspective again, how you're able, you could see it. Me now, I would just, Eugenia Edie is saying congratulations to the students of the Dighton Griffith School. Excellent work. Keep on keeping on. Our commenters on social media are saying not bad at all. Beautiful, lovely job. Roosevelt Bacco, thank you for your comment as well. Marcia Rock is saying congratulations to these exceptional youth of Barbados. Well done. People like Patricia Bennett says congratulations to all the wonderful, exceptional young people of Barbados. I'm very proud of you. People are talking about you, and art has led that kind of conversation to who you are. When you watched it, Katie, just now, tell me, you saw yourself, right? and you saw the finished work. How do you feel about what you just saw?
Amazed.
Amazed at what?
I feel like it was just yesterday painting it, and it was a great time actually to actually expand from a small piece of paper to this gigantic wall. And a lot of the time, it still will be further if I had gone a scaffold again, but I feel like I'll be more used to it.
And here it is, because while you're just sitting painting up close, you don't sometimes see the whole picture. Did you at some point step back? I'm excited about the art. Love it, love it, love it. That's from Mardina Pollard. Thank you, Mardina. And then you step back and you look and you go like, whoa, did we do all of that? Did you have that experience?
Yes.
Queen, you did too?
I did. I thought it was really worth all of the time that we spent on doing the mural.
How much time did you spend?
We spent
your whole vacation?
Almost our whole vacation. 4 weeks.
It felt like your whole vacation was taken up with this project, but you have no regrets.
I have no regrets.
Just that art is going to be a side thing for you.
Yes.
That's fair. I love you being honest. That's okay. And so, Mr. Tudor, now let's talk a little bit about the future for these young people, because they're excellent, each of them. Yeah. And the others who were not here. How many?
The two others, twins.
Call their names.
Najwa Makomi and Naim Makomi.
Right.
So I want to say a big thank you to them for this
support. You took them to lunch?
The castle? This is because we had lunch each day, so we had the opportunity of sharing and having in between working hard, having time to share meals and enjoy the different meals that the hotel provided. And we're extremely grateful to Wyndham management for affording us this opportunity, and the other schools and so as well.
I'm grateful to each of you for joining us on Morning Barbados today to share the brilliant work that you have done. Well done to Dighton Griffith Secondary School. Well done, Katie, Queen, and Giovanni, and the rest of your team. Keep it up. Just keep it up.
Thank you.
Our audience requires this of you. Patsy Franklin says, good morning, congratulations from Brooklyn, New York. Keep up the amazing work. God bless you, she says on our social media. And I join her in that commendation as well.
Thank you.
Well, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Thank you so much. All right, Giovanni? Good man. All right, folks, we'll take a break here. We're back in just a moment.
That segment of Exceptional Youth was brought to you with the kind compliments of the Student Revolving Loan Fund, financing education the easy way.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb, and together we will travel the world.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity to have it, to make it happen. He will give you the resources. He'll give you the people. Not only will He equip you with ideas, but He will equip you with favor, as He did Nehemiah.
Turn on the latest episode of Infinite Possibilities, only on CBC TV8, every Sunday at 1:30 p.m., sponsored by Covenant Life Teaching Center.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about solar ray, microbiome, probiotics, and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's Discount, sponsored by Get Healthy Incorporated.
98.1 The One, your number one party station. With an audience from 18 to 40, we keep you engaged, energized, and entertained. Choose 98.1 FM, The One.
Hey there, it's Mahalia. I want to share something that might be really helpful. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, or lonely, and have no one to talk to, call Lifeline Barbados. We all face struggles at times in our lives. You're not alone. There's no need to feel ashamed or embarrassed. It's okay to reach out for support. Lifeline Barbados is completely confidential. No one else will know you called. They're there to offer a caring ear and guidance without judgment. And fellas, I want you to know asking for help is a true sign of strength. It takes real courage to reach out. You can also call Lifeline Barbados if you're worried about loved ones who are struggling and you need advice on how to support them. There's a saying, a problem shared is a problem halved, but not everyone has someone they can confide in. That's why Lifeline Barbados exists, to be there for you or someone you care about during tough times. Save this number. Lifeline Barbados is just a call away. Remember, you can reach out whenever you need to talk.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Week after week, school.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
It being Q Day today, we are going to Q in the Community. Remember, it's live on radio from noon, but Q in the Community starts today from 11 in the Amber Room in Green St. George. Amber Room, Green St. George for Q in the Community today. Live broadcast from 12 noon on Q100.7 FM. The buses leave gate number 1 at the Granville Williams terminal at 11 as well. And so I want to encourage all of you to get out to Q in the Community in the Amber Room, Green St. George. You know, it's a huge venue. It's a lovely place to be. So that's it for today, everybody. My little crew joins me, wishing you all a great day. We'll see you tomorrow, if it be the will of the Lord. Bye-bye.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning.